You say, food was not made for the stomach and the stomach for food. This is true, though someday God will do away with both of them. But you can't say that our bodies were made for sexual immorality. They were made for the Lord, and the Lord cares about our bodies. And God will raise us from the dead by His power, just as He raised the Lord from the dead. Wow, that is really deep. If only I read my Bible every day like this. Hi everyone! So, my first video was about procrastination. Well, my first real video. And since then, I have done nothing but procrastinate. Like, honestly, I should want to read my Bible every day. I don't know what is wrong with me. But when I do sit down and read my Bible, it's really awesome. Anyway, so on the subject of procrastination, I had a weird assignment for school about procrastination, where I had to make this schedule as a procrastinator and then tell it to my fellow students and stuff. And a bunch of them thought it was really funny and stuff, so I figured I would share it with you. So, on Monday, I'll take all day to read chapter 3 of my math book, because I'm not very motivated at this point, and it's boring anyway. I go ahead and post on the discussion board because it doesn't take too long, but nobody's posted on Monday, so I can't make my required 2 replies. I don't want to leave the house, so I don't sign up for my tutoring session, and I haven't very well studied much, so I don't take my math test. I go ahead and force myself to study for a mere 15 minutes before heading over to my cousin Jeff's t-ball game. Afterwards, I put on Hamilton and clean the bathroom for the first 2 songs, taking a break, and ending up falling asleep. On Tuesday, I wake up at 9 in the morning to my alarm blaring in my ear, and so I roll over and sleep for another half an hour. I don't have any deadlines. At 9:30, I get up and make too many pancakes for little old me, taking another hour out of my day to eat them, clean up, etc., etc. While snacking on another pancake that I don't need, I check my math course and am satisfied to see that no one has replied to the discussion board yet. I make myself study for 5 minutes before spending the rest of the day on Pinterest. And then I catch the bus to work, getting there 15 minutes early. I spend this quality time on Facebook before checking in. At 9, I get off work, exhausted, to my soulmate picking me up for a night on the town. He's a bit stressed since I've barely studied for the math test and we're in the same class. I accidentally order a caffeinated coffee instead of a decaf like I so commonly do, and I find myself wide awake at 1 in the morning. I manage to spend maybe 2 minutes studying before finding myself suddenly extremely tired and falling asleep on the couch. On Wednesday, I wake up at 10:30 in the morning. I remember about signing up for the tutoring and am screeching when I catch a bus to school. I manage to piece together that I'm not going to have time to take my test, and despite only having 30 minutes until I should leave, I jump in the TLCC and start taking my test. I glance up and realize it's 11:45, speed through the last 15 minutes of my test, probably getting like 30 problems wrong, before jumping up at 11:53 and frantically calling my soulmate. I've already missed any bus that would come to get me to work on time, so I beg him to leave his class and come pick me up. I've already missed any bus that would get me there on time, so I beg my soulmate to leave his class to come pick me up. Because he loves me so much, he speeds through back roads at speeds that would probably get him arrested. He's pretty disgruntled, but I'm at work and that's what matters. My boss isn't too happy about me getting there 5 minutes after noon, but I remind her that she called me in, and that's all good. I'm feeling pretty good about my life. 1/16 of the house is clean, my test is done, I signed up for tutoring, and I haven't missed a work schedule yet. There's nothing to do at night, so I get in bed. Just as I'm about to fall asleep, I remember that I'm supposed to clean the house. On Thursday, I wake up at 10 o'clock to my alarm going off. I remember vaguely that I need to clean my house, but instead of doing that, I search for dank memes on Tumblr and spend the day rewatching YouTube videos by my favorite British bloggers. By midday, I get a text from my bestie reminding me that we're gonna watch Star Wars tonight, and I get so excited that I stop searching for dank memes and start watching The Phantom Menace. Well, after the Phantom Menace, I'm so disappointed that I managed to get my entire room clean before catching a bus over to her house. We watched all the originals, get dressed up, have some lightsaber fights before heading over to get some caffeinated coffee and to the movie. Afterwards, she's nice enough to drive me home. We have some passionate arguments about what's going to happen in the next movie because these things don't stop coming, do they? I'm still hyped on the caffeine at 4 in the morning despite being killer tired, so I managed to poorly dust the house and start sweeping the floor before I fall on the couch in distress. On Friday, I wake up at 10 in the morning during the slow morning of cereal, finishing sweeping and trying to get a mechanic to fix my car. Lucky me, I can get one who can come straight up to my house to check it out. On a less lucky note, the entire bus system is shut down, so I am frantically calling my soulmate for like the 3rd time this week, who comes with an even more disgruntled face. Well, I get to work 5 minutes early before frantically remembering that I need to post my discussion board replies. With my boss clearly stressed, needing me in work, I make 1-sentence replies before clocking in at noon, plus 1 minute. I get home at 10 with a late ride from my bestie, and get home to sleepily clean the kitchen and bathrooms before screaming into my pillow and falling asleep. So, that was my procrastinator schedule. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun making the schedule itself, and also filming this because it's acting it out without actually having to act it out. So yeah, please hit subscribe if you want to see some more. There's a link to new videos. Yeah, I messed that up so bad. I think this might be a challenge or something. So yes, Procrastinator's challenge. I nominate Ginger Rose to make a video where she makes a procrastinator schedule. I need to scream into a pillow. This is gonna be the thing. I have nice pillows.